Today we're going to work on multiplying decimals. So it's really not too different than just multiplying any old numbers. So I'm going to show you how we're going to do this. If I have 0.4 times 16, again, we're just going to multiply like normal first. So I have times 3, which gives us 8. 6 times 4 gives us 24, plus 1 gives us 25. And then 6 times 0 is 0, plus 2. So now that I'm done with my 6, I'm going to mark it out. And I'm going to mark out all the numbers I carried. Those don't apply anymore. And I'm going to move on to the 1. So don't forget, when we multiply multi-digit by multi-digit numbers, we have to add a placeholder every time we move on to the next number. So since I'm moving on to the 1, I'm adding a placeholder. And I'm going to do 1 times 3. 1 times 4, which is 4. And 1 times 0, which is 0. So when I add these all together now, 8 plus 0 is 8. 5 plus 3 gives us 8. And 4 plus 2 gives us 6. So again, you see that I just multiplied like normal. I ignored the decimal. Now I'm actually going to go back and count. I like to say to the window, to the wall. I'm going to draw a wall here, and I'm going to see how many times it takes me to get my decimal to the wall. So I'm moving my decimal 1 times to the wall. 16, it doesn't really have a decimal. There is an imaginary decimal at the end, but it's already at the wall, so it doesn't have to go anywhere. So for our first number, 0.43, I do the decimal. Let me do that. I'm going to write 2 next to it on the other side of the wall. For 16, I did not have to move the decimal, so I'm going to write 0. When I add these together, 2 plus 0, I get 2. That shows in our answer, we're going to move our decimal 2 times. So this time we're going to go from the wall to the window. So 1, 2. So I have 6.8 as our final answer. So you can see we just took a regular old decimal or number, and we multiplied it. And then we went back. I'm going to do, for example, we have 1.25 times 2. Okay, so when I multiply again, we're going to ignore the decimal place. And we're going to multiply like normal. So 0 times 5 is 0. 0 times 2 is 0. 0 times 1 is 0. Done with that, I'm going to mark it out and move on to our next number. Don't forget, we need to add our placeholder. 5 times 5 is 25. Carry the 2. 5 times 2 plus 2 is 12. Carry the 1. 5 times 1 is 5. Plus 1. Done with that. Done with these. I'm going to mark them out. Now I need to add 2 placeholders because I'm moving on to the next number. So we're going to add a placeholder each time we move on to the next number. Now I have 5, which is 10. Here is 1. 2 times 2 is 4. Plus 1, which gives us 5. And 2 times 1. Now that I took care of all the numbers, I can add them all up. I have zeros here. 5, 2, 6 plus 5 is 11. Carry the 1. And 1 plus 2. Okay, so now that we're done with, I need to count my decimals. So again, to the window, to the wall. We're going to move our decimals to the wall. 1 times. And 1, 2 times. So 2 plus 2 gives us 4. So I'm going to move my decimal 4 times to the window. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I have 3.125 as our final answer. That is how you multiply decimals. Just to recap here, multiply your two numbers 2 decimals or 1 decimal, like normal, just like you would any number. And at the very end, when you get your final answer, make sure you go back and count your decimal places so you